Hello my beautiful friends and welcome to Tailor Made Beauty by Kris. Today I'm sharing with you my favorites and fails from April 2019. Let's start with the favorites and in no particular order, but I will admit that many of these are recent favorites because I just picked them up in the Sephora sale. Let's start with Marc Jacobs, the Tantric bronzer. This is that huge bronze palette. It used to come in white, now it comes in black packaging. And that has to go with the Marc Jacobs bronze blush. This is so soft, so lush, so thick. It is great for applying bronzer. Another bronzer that I picked up during the sale that I'm really liking is the Huda Lite. I realized that the bronzer I was using was too dark. And so for me, especially in the winter months, this is a really great shade to give me just a natural glow without looking orange. Let's just stick with Marc Jacobs for the time being. And during the sale, I picked up the Glambition palette because I looked through my palettes and really didn't feel like I had a lot of neutrals. And so I picked up the Glambition palette, which is what I'm wearing. And I am really enjoying this palette. In fact, in a week or two, I will have a get ready with me that features this palette. So that is really fantastic. Another neutral palette that I picked up that I'm really enjoying is the Natasha Nona, the Camel palette. You know I have her minis in the nudes and the sunset, and this palette did not disappoint at all. It blends beautifully. I can do a lot of different looks with it, but all of them being neutral. Let's move into a couple of Charlotte Tilbury items. So one that I think is just a great addition to my collection is the Love is the Drug blush. And with all the Charlotte Tilbury blushes, there's the two. There's the color in the center and the color on the outside. So depending on where you swirl your brush, you can get different shades, you can build it differently, or you can just swirl it all together. And this is just such a pretty flush of color on the cheeks, perfect for spring and summer. Another one from Charlotte Tilbury this month is, this is the, I think this is the Kissing Lipstick in Stoned Rose. And that's a really nice kind of an orangey nude, which it was a really nice addition to my collection. Something that's definitely not nude is what I am wearing on my lips right now, which is the Huda Beauty Strobe Lip. This is in Saucy. And I'm a gloss girl. I love gloss. This is a little bit of a stickier gloss, kind of on the end of the Anastasia Beverly Hills glosses. So if you don't like those glosses, you might not like this, but oh my goodness, the color is amazing. And the last of my favorites this month, ColourPop came out with their Villans line. And I picked up the eyeshadow palette for my daughter, and then I got this highlighter in Evil Queen, which I think is just, oh, it's so buttery. Look at that color. Look at that color. Absolutely wonderful. All right, let's move on to the fails. And I feel like I have almost as many fails this month as I do favorites, but you know, sometimes that's how it goes. Let's start with the Complexion Rescue. This is the solid foundation from Bare Minerals. Yes, I got the mini. It came free with a $25 purchase. This is the shade Cashew. Let me, that's what that looks like. Let me tell you how glad I am that I got the mini and didn't buy this. This was horrible on my skin. Absolutely horrible. It didn't matter what primer I tried, whether it was the Smashbox Primerizer, Hourglass Mineral Veil, Tatcha, all of them. This broke up, it settled into my pores. Honestly, my forehead looked like it was, you know how they do the comic books where it's just the little pinpoints of color? That's what my forehead looked like. This was an epic fail on my skin. And I so wanted to, it went on beautifully. I was like, oh, I was really excited until a few hours later when I looked in the mirror and just went, I didn't even want to go to the house. I felt it looked so bad. Another fail that fails on my skin is, oops, this got, sorry, again, it was a sample. It's the Dermalogica, their gripping, Insta-Grip Jelly Primer. And I've also tried the Cover FX primer. I got a sample of that. And then this, of course, was the sample size. My skin is normal to dry, and those gripping primers do not work and play well with my skin. They grip too much. My foundation ends up patchy and splotchy and settling into pores and funny places that I didn't even know I had. And so I think if you tend towards having oily skin, or you get really shiny in the T-zone, but maybe those gripping primers are a good bet, but they just do not work with my skin. Something else that didn't work with my skin that, again, I'm really glad I got a sample of. The Laura Mercier, the Flawless Lumiere foundation. Again, this went on beautifully, and I was so excited that maybe I found yet another amazing foundation, and it wore horribly. There it is. Again, I mean, what do we say? It settled into fine lines and wrinkles, settled into my pores, wore off. It just was, it was not a good fit for my skin. Also, not a good fit for my skin. This is a foundation that you can get on Amazon. It's a mineral foundation. It's unbranded. And I found out about this from Marnie over at Ms. Golden Girl. She really likes it. Apparently her salon private labels this and sells it. And I thought, well, okay, but it's, you know, it's kind of thick, and it just was not a good match for my skin. Coverage didn't last, slid off my nose, settled into lines and wrinkles. You know the drill. And then my last fail for April, if you remember my March faves and fails, I had a two-step gel at home from Sally Hansen, and I was really liking that. And Essie also had one at Target. Their version of this, you do the color, you put the top coat over it, and you're supposed to get this nice, you know, it lasts you about a week or so. And I tried this stuff several times, and I don't think it's supposed to be matte. It doesn't say that it's matte, and it wasn't matte. It was just flat. There was no shine to it. It didn't last. It paled in comparison to the Sally Hansen. So sorry, Essie, you were a fail for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know by giving it a thumbs up. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. It really means so much to me. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Also hit that notification bell. I post every Monday and Thursday. If you hit the notification bell, you'll know when I put up a surprise video. Thanks so much and have a really fantastic day.